3 different layers, okay? So we have 3 layers of the same background mesh, okay? And by moving it about, because it's not regimented, it's not, okay, like really, what's the word, symmetrical sort of design. Each corner, each side, middle, they're different, okay? So that enables you to spin it around as and when you want it and create more dimension, more interest, using obviously, well, I think if you use the same color, it would look great, but if you use similar sort of delicate shades.
Maybe the same color family, but different shades.
Absolutely. Tones, So that looks, again, gives you more dimension, but of course, gives you more sort of, I don't know, special effect.
Yeah, no, I love it. I mean, especially if you did go for that mid-tone, that dark tone, that light tone, and because you've got 360 degrees of mobility with that. Yes. Phenomenal. Is everything available individually here as well with this? Okay, you cannot get the lace circle, which is that one there on its own. The other 3, the top 3 that you see in there, are available on their own. But if you go for the deal, that's where you are getting not just the reduction of price, but also the availability of split pay. Split pay, $26.98, and all of this will be delivered to your door in just a few short days. Second payment will be in November, and third payment will be in December. GK3F29 is your item code on that one. We're going to have 2 lovely demos and possibly a lot more sellouts because everything is very, very busy. Anna-Marie, where do we begin?
Nigel, may I just mention one thing about the lace circle?
Yeah, please.
That you're only seeing 1 die, but actually, in fact, there is 2 dies in there. And what that gives you, and what that gives you is the card next to you, the one you just picked up. That's actually a good example of what I wanted to talk about, because this
picked up, knocked over. It's what you meant.
This one, it's a great example because obviously you have a solid frame. If you use the 2 dies in that set, you've got a solid frame that you place as a layer. Okay, but if you just use the middle layer, you are able to die cut, okay, this particular lace circle in the middle of your actual mount. So it stays on just like a stencil would and is a part of your actual layer. And that's worth, knowing, because that gives you an array of possibilities.
Absolutely. Just show those 2 dies. You can see the outer edge die and then of course the inner design as well. 60% of our collection has now gone. That will possibly sell out this hour, I suspect. So please grab that pop that into your baskets and check out. But now let's sit back and enjoy the glory of the demonstration with our lovely Anna-Marie.
Right. So what I'm going to do first of all is actually to this blank card. And this is actually our weaving plate. Okay, so I started, this is A5 base card. And honestly, you can actually fairly clearly see what the weaving plate does. It has got a beautiful stitch line in the middle here, and you could just carry on weaving as you want to, with the spacing that you want to, okay, and the color card that you want. But I'm not going to go over too much with this particular die because there is so much content.
So that's the weaving plate there.
That's the weaving plate, exactly. And the best thing about the weaving plate is the fact that we can die cut it on the main blank card. But to be honest, there is so much content on my YouTube channel based around this weaving plate.
And is that Anna-Marie Designs?
CreativeCrafts, yes,
okay.
Anna-Marie
Designs CreativeCrafts.
So there is so much there that, all I wanted you to see is today that I am bringing so many different dyes from almost some of them from different collections, and I want you to see that you can mix and match as and when you want to, right? So what I'm doing, I'm actually going to create slightly different weaving effect with this one. And okay, I've done these bits, okay, so 4 strips, which are useful. And now I'm gonna just add.
I should know his name. Who is he? What is your name?
What you just saw was a sad video of someone with advanced Alzheimer's. Why?
2, right? So look, what I'm going to do, okay, is just cover this little mark on my weaving plate here.
Okay, so there's a tiny little mark.
That's
right.
That
say?
Nothing, just literally.
A mark so you know which is which.
No, that actually I made this mark earlier on with a pen. Basically, I dropped it and it just sort of marked it.
It's not there for a reason.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought there was going to be some Anna-Marie theory.
No. And what I want to do is want to cover this mark with my strip. And basically, I'm going, okay.
So up and under.
Yeah, up and under. And I'm going to place it here.
Oh, mind
okay?
my lovely.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go for another one and literally secure it. So on this particular one, we're just going to jiggle it about in a moment. But what I will do now, of course, the next strip goes the opposite order. Okay.
So where it went up and down, it will now go down and up.
That's it. Okay.
Lovely.
Don't forget, you could adjust these strips in a moment. So that's not too much of a problem. Now, if you look at my card, the way I die cut my strips is slightly skew width, right? Slightly. So it's worth remembering this when we actually bring.
So they're not all a uniform size.
No. Okay. So I'm going to bring this strip to the base, and this one slightly down. Okay.
Can we just raise that up slightly, because be careful with your head, my lovely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right, no worries.
And okay, so
it's
look.
a common occurrence here at HobbyMaker.
Yeah. And I'm going like so. Right. Okay. There you go. So at this point, all I'm going to do is just literally attach my end in a few places with a little bit of glue. That's it. And I'm going to have slightly different background, you know, because it's just so interesting.
Whilst you're just attaching that, can I just show these two cards as well, using that fabulous weaving blade? I think this is gorgeous. I mean, the background of this is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I love the fact that it's not the entirety of the card. I love the fact that it's just, it sort of goes into the design of the flowers, and then the other side you've got a different texture, a different look.
Thank you.
Just gorgeous.
Well, that was my intention, Nigel. That was actually, I wanted this die to do the actual, you know, full Monty kind of job, like on my blank card, not on top as a layer, but literally as a you know, base card. And that's what this die does.
If I was
okay?
asked to play Name That Card, and somebody showed me that card, I would know that it's an Anna Marie card. You would though, wouldn't you? I mean, look at it. The flamboyance of design is just gorgeous. Nobody else would dare to put a pearl that size on. Only Anna Marie. It's just gorgeous. It really is. Beautiful.
Right. Okay. So now I'm just going to leave this to dry. Okay. I could have actually added more, let's say, more glue on different elements, but because I want to crack on with two demos, then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Right. So I've die cut.
The wreath's sold out, by the way, but we're still going to see it in action.
So I've die cut my wreath in 3 different cardstock. Okay, this is the textured cardstock. This is the actual canvas cardstock, which is available on your website. And this, funny enough, is actually from my Christmas jingle paper pad. It's also available on your website.
Fabulous.
So we've got 3 different cardstock, but obviously they're very similar. So I'm just going to go for.
And we do have the textures and the plain cardstock on there as well. Can I just say thank you to somebody that's messaged in, by the way? This is completely nothing to do with craft, but I really appreciate this. Helen in East Riding says, message for Nigel, Terry's dark chocolate orange back in Tesco. Sorry, I was the one with the bad news. You told me they didn't make them anymore. I was crestfallen. But hopefully now back with them for good. Yeah, hopefully. I love a Terry's chocolate orange in the dark. It's my favourite. Love it.
Lovely.
So thank you. Mind your head again, my lovely.
Oh, sorry. Yep. And what I'm doing is actually, if you can see, I'm sticking these layers.
So it's building it up, isn't it? And that's the joyous thing. If anybody actually has made cards courtesy of Anna Marie's designs as well, we would love to see them. Anna Marie and I are, what's the word? Well, we're nosy. We want to see what you've made. Share the love, share the craft. It's all about sharing the craft, isn't it? Sharing your ideas, sharing your makes. So if you do want to send them in, send your email to studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. Or of course, if you want to, you can send us a message, not with a picture, but just a little message in the word box at the top of each and every item on the website.
Right, so perhaps there is not much security, but you know, it's plenty and enough for what I need. I want a little dimension, but I don't want it to be, you know,
you don't want it to be drenched into it.
That's right. Okay. So we're just going to go for the top of my background. And again, I don't particularly want to go for, you know, solid stuck-on element here. Right. And I promised you of course, this one particular
Oh, the mesh.
mesh. Okay, so before I apply, okay, there is no pad there, so that's brilliant. So this was like not die cut intentionally. This was my leftover, and this is what I'm talking about.
It's like the waste.
Right,
Well, not
exactly.
the waste, but the bit you didn't need for the previous
Exactly,
project.
and this is why I love this die so much, because look, now you can actually go and bring it like so, right? You could, okay, snip out elements, and let's snip them out in two different places as argument's sake, because you could always, okay, add more if you wanted to, right? You could always add more. So let me just make it a little bit shorter.
Just whilst you're snipping, we've got a message for you.
Oh, lovely.
This is rather lovely. Let's get this message in. This is from Maria Lathwaite, who says, "Good evening, Nigel and Anna Maria.
Good evening.
It's always such a pleasure to spend an hour or two with you. I especially loved the frame you made on your previous show, Anna Maria. You are so talented and such an inspiration to us all. Your products, without a doubt, are the best and great value for money. Thank you so much, and we all love your demo."
Put these on as I sit here with one foot on either side.
What's going? Oh wow! Thank you so much.
You inspire the nation, the world. I love it.
Thank you. That's a
thank
wonderful
you so much.
comment.
That's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. So look. So by snipping out a little element, nothing is stopping you to add a little bit more later, and that's the beautiful thing. And even take some away, if you choose so. So this, can you see? Right? So this background, it really is great. But if, for example, I decided to go and add a bit more, okay, I could do so, right? And that is why I love this die, okay? Right, so let's leave it like that. A few elements, delicate elements here and there. Okay, we will be trimming a lot. And look, I've decided to create this card in a very natural, organic colors, but I love my green, right? So what do? Well, I've decided to basically die cut and create green leaves. Right, so what
Is this from your scalloped flowers?
it is, and the scalloped flowers are sold out.
Yes, they are.
Okay, but that's,
Oh, now these I love.
Right.
These are the fabulous dotty wheel, aren't they?
they are, yes.
Gorgeous.
And these are honestly
I find these are like
fabulous.
space age.
Yes,
They're a bit sort of like Sputnik-y, or they're also a bit sort of fireworky.
they are a bit.
Ready for November the 5th.
They are. They really are. Honestly, I love them because they create a really lovely basis to your
Do you know
arrangement.
how many we've got left of these?
No,
What's the least amount we can actually have?
one.
Yes. One. We've got one.
Least is actually zero. What am I talking about?
We're still. Oh, it's gone. It's sold out. There you go. We've now got zero. How pathetic. You knew. There you go. Well done if you managed to get that one. That's the 7th sellout on this show. Ridiculous. And we are very low on stocks and other items. Anna Marie does bring good stock in for us, but I love the fact that you're so popular and so successful, because
Thank
you do. And I was saying earlier, HobbyMaker for me is such a variety. It's such a mixed pot of joy. It really is. There is something for every taste, every flavour here at HobbyMaker. Now, what I love about Anna Marie is the fact that her designs are so incredibly rich. Everything goes together, but yet every individual element again works on its own if need be. If you want to do a minimalistic card, you can do, but I mean, you like to put things together to create that flamboyance.
Thank you. I mean, this actually is my favorite part, obviously. So designing dies for like all these, intricate, delicate elements is really, really great. And I'm going to show you